Are you curious about why you're attracting the relationships that you are and kind of pointing the finger and saying, why am I attracting this relationship? Why am I attracting in this one? Why is this happening to me? Well, guess what? Every time you point your finger, you got three pointing back at yourself. That's what we're talking about today. Today, I've got one message about law of attraction in relationships. And just like it be, it might sting a bit. So we're going to announce what that one sentence is, and the rest is Q&A. So I want you to bring all your relationship questions. They could be at home, with your family, or about work. But we're going to take one quote today that John or Dan is going to put in the chat room, and then we're going to have a whole discussion around it. And get your little medication ready because it's going to sting a bit. Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Michael Loge. I'm the author of the best-selling book, Law of Attraction. And in this delicious book is a section and a chapter on relationships. And today, I'm pulling a quote, but it's not from the book. It's from something that I learned later on. And in hindsight, I wish it was in the book. But it stings a bit. So it takes a little bit of explaining. We're going to do that live here today. I'm in beautiful Palm Springs on vacation, hence the different background today. And I'm here with Dana and John. So Dana from Vancouver, good morning and welcome.
Good morning and thank you, Michael. Yes, we do have a little bit of snow in this area, so a little bit envious of you in that beautiful place. I'm Dana Smithers. I live in Vancouver, and I work with women entrepreneurs who are stuck in their business. So I help them get unstuck, and I do that by using the law of attraction, tools and techniques. And I also am a certified emotion code practitioner. So at the end of each session, my coaching session, I use the emotion code to just get rid of anything that's keeping them stuck. So I love it, and I love the results that my clients are getting.
Yeah, well, we cannot not use the emotion code now that we use it. So shout out, yesterday I had lunch at a beautiful high-end restaurant yesterday. I thought it was a little underdressed because I had shorts on, but I guess everyone wears shorts, except they were wearing high-end shorts. But anyway, I went anyway. And the woman that I had lunch with, very powerful woman, she said that she had some pain around her ear, her jaw, ear, and it shot little electrical jolts down to here. Well, you don't have to tell me twice, because you know what? I brought my magnet and my chart with me. And within minutes, I cleared it all up. And the whole lunch, she's doing this. I can't believe it's gone. I can't believe it's gone. So I'm meeting her again this morning. We got some great things cooking regarding my certified law of attraction training program. Maybe coming live for the first time in years. I may be doing a live 2-day certification law of attraction training program in Las Vegas. Stay tuned if you're interested. Oh, there's John. Hey, John. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Dana.
Tell our friends about you. For our new friends that might not know who you are, go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is John Inverarity, and I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. And I help people with emotion code and body code and aches and pains and money blocks and business blocks. And I work with people all over the world on video or the phone. Yeah, it's quite fulfilling. And yeah, great to be here again on the Friday show.
Yeah. Well, you're going to help today. We're going to be doing Q&A today after we deliver the main message. So I'm going to be asking you to set us up. But I think we've got a number of people joining us today. So John, before we start with the message today, well, who's saying what? Dana, do you know what we talked about last week? Maybe we'll start there.
Yes, I do, Michael. Last week was episode 213, Ask Us Anything.
Oh, yes.
So it was a fun show.
Yeah, it was Ask Us Anything. It didn't get too personal, but I think we managed all the questions that we got asked. Good stuff. So you can go to HangoutWithMichael.com. On the very top, it says live shows. You can watch all of the Hangout with Michael shows, and all of the bro shows are all listed on that page. So John, who's saying what today before we announce the main message for today that's going to generate some Q&A? Go ahead, please.
Yeah, so Sig Brown is watching live here. Says, it's snowing here. Don't you miss us?
Yes. I think Sig is in Washington, just south of Victoria, so I'm not surprised that she's having snow. So good morning, Sig.
Inshira says, hello from Moscow, Russia, with love and light.
Ooh, good morning, Moscow, Russia. Well, it's not good morning. I guess it's probably in the afternoon there, maybe 5 to 8 p.m. or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Cindy
Yeah.
Trose is watching and says, hashtag Michael rocks the shades.
Hey, Cindy, good morning.
Sylvia Bellini, showing off Michael. Greetings from a sunny but not so warm London. 4 p.m. here. Tea time.
Yeah, I think people are on different time zones now because of the time zone change. We're changing this Sunday or next Sunday?
I think it's this
This
Sunday.
Sunday.
This
Yep.
Sunday. Yeah, it's all. I never know which way to go. I just let my clock do all the work.
Yep.
It's our friend Kevin Hune from Toronto. It's sunny, warm in Toronto. Don Bohem is saying good morning to all three of us. Misty's giving us a hair thumbs up. So good morning to Misty.
Syed Hassan, good morning from Minnesota. Bertha
Hey,
Bray says,
Syed.
good morning. Off to work early. Yay.
Okay, Bertha's with us. Syed's with us. Pelican Beach, Vancouver Island, from Barb Ashcroft. It's snowing there.
Wow.
Leslie Marshall, good morning from Oregon.
Okay, Nika Robb, good morning from Burnenmouth, UK. Excited to see the show. Okay, Carol Widdell. She's saying hello to all three of us. We love that. Rosnania is saying, good headset. Hey, good headset. Maybe she has a good headset because we don't have any. Oh, yes, I do have one. Sorry. That's because I'm not home. Good stuff. So welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about relationships. And as you know, every week we're taking subjects about law of attraction or NLP. You know, most of you know I'm the author of the book, Law of Attraction. And it was interesting yesterday, the woman that she produces the Law of Attraction magazine. It's out of here in Palm Springs. So I'm going to be on the cover in February. So I'm excited about that. And someone said, will you let us know about it? Oh, yes, I'll be letting you know about it. Don't worry about that. You'll know. Hashtag you will know. And I wrote a great article. She was quite impressed with it. So we'll tell you about what that is later down the road. But she asked me lots of questions. You know, a lot of people interview me, and they weren't so much questions about the book. And one of the questions that she asked me about, how come I wasn't in The Secret? I wonder who wants to know the answer to that. How come I wasn't in The Secret? Well, I chose not to be in The Secret. You know, it was offered to me twice, and I declined the offer. And of course, at that time, I didn't know what The Secret was. Is all I heard was, you're going to have to fly to LA on your own expenses, stay for a week, not make any money, and we're going to take pieces of your book and own it. So that's all I heard. So I said no to that offer twice. That's why I'm not in The Secret. But The Secret was very helpful to me because it created lots of interest in the subject of law of attraction. And then when the people from The Secret were on the Oprah Winfrey show, they mentioned the word law of attraction like 12 times, not the word The Secret. And at this time, I was the only book on Amazon with the word law of attraction in the title. So people were going to Amazon, typing in law of attraction, not The Secret. So I went from 196 on Amazon to number 9 with one hour when the Oprah show was on. And then after 3 hours of the Oprah show, I went to number 3, and I stayed there for weeks and weeks and weeks. Harry Potter was number 1, The Secret was number 2, and Michael Logier from Gilligan's Island was number 3. And that's when I was still self-publishing my book. I was selling thousands of books a day. It was just a frenzy. So a shout out and thank you to The Secret. And even after watching 10 minutes of The Secret, that's all I watched, I quickly discovered there was a place for me and that I was teaching the how-to tools. And The Secret was very inspirational, but I'm very educational. And I think that's what a lot of you like about my work. So I like that question. I like personal questions like that. This week, I also met 2 gentlemen that came up from Los Angeles to meet me, will take me to dinner. And boy, they had a lot of great questions for me, and they were raving fans. And I bought them book gifts and all kinds of stuff. It was just so much fun. And one guy said, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. But then I ended up meeting them again last night because they were driving through. I said, dude, remember you said it was a once in a lifetime opportunity? Don't limit yourself. This is the second time. And I'm still here for another 2 days in case you're driving through again. So good, John. Let's do a little update. Who else is saying what? And then we are going to deliver the main message for today.
Yeah, absolutely. Elaine Goldman says, "Good morning, Michael, John, and Dana. Hashtag Elaine Diet Coke no more." And yeah, Kevin
Yeah, our
Hume's
friend Leslie
watching.
Marshall's with us. I see that.
Karen Linder Trussell says, "Good morning, Emotion Code team." Helped her out last Saturday. Nathan Arnott says, "Good morning, everyone."
Hey, Nathan, good morning.
Dia Lewis says, "Hi, everyone. Dia from Atlanta here."
Our friend Kelly Carson's joined us. So hey, good morning, Kelly. And Dia's with us this morning. Okay, we've got a lot going on. So remember, today we're talking about law of attraction and relationships. I'm just going to do a quick little recap. I'm going to ask Dana, she's a certified facilitator. Her and I are going to give you just a quick little 2 or 3 minute summary about law of attraction. So Dana, at every moment, including when, right?
Right now and right now and right now, Michael.
Yeah, everybody has a mood or a feeling, and a mood or a feeling is also called a
Vibe or a vibration.
vibe. That's right. Now we use the word vibe, but the word vibe really comes from the longer word vibration. So you can use the word vibe or use the word vibration. I like to demystify the word vibration, which really means vibe. And a vibe is a mood or a feeling. And we just confirm that you're having one right now, right now, right now. You cannot not have one. No, look at me. You cannot not have one. And there's only 2 kinds of vibes that you can be having. What are they, Dana?
Either positive or negative.
That's right. And this vibe that you're having, or this mood or feeling that you're having, is coming from the thoughts that you're thinking. So whenever you think about something, which is right now, because you cannot not, whenever you think about something, you're sending a vibe to go with it. And that vibe that's sending negative or positive is causing you to emit or put off or send off this mood or feeling or vibe. And as you're doing that, guess what's in the house? Dana, it is called
The law of attraction.
That's right. And it has the easiest job description in
Yeah.
the whole world, because right now it's in the house. It's in your office. It's in your car. It's in your bedroom. It is law of attraction, and it's energy. And it's not very smart, but it's very obedient. And it has a job description. Dana, what's the job description for law of attraction, please?
Its only job is to match vibrations.
But what if it's a
Period.
negative one? Then what does it do?
Match vibrations.
And what if it's a positive one? Then what does it do?
Match vibrations.
That's right. It's not very smart. It doesn't know whether you want it or don't want it, or whether you like it or not, or whether it's healthy or not healthy. It is obedient. And it's unfolding and orchestrating whatever it is to meet your vibrations. So today, I want to talk about law of attraction in relationships. So, John, why don't you read out what today's, because I want John to be the bad guy who has to say this, not me. So, John, why don't you read out the main quote for today? And then John or Dan is going to post it inside the room. It's very important that you hear it. It sounds like it's not very long, but it's going to take some slicing and dicing. Go ahead, John, please.
Absolutely, my pleasure. The quote is, "The response that you are getting from others is matching the vibe you are sending about them."
Say what? Say that again, please.
My pleasure. The response that you are getting from others is matching the vibe you are sending about them.
So what about that person, Dana, this is for you. Dana, what about that person that irritates me all the time? What am I saying there? If they're irritating me all the time, what in law of attraction world, what does that mean? It must mean
That you're going to get that same vibration and that same emotion back at you, Michael, because
right.
where you're pointing your finger comes right back to you.
That's right. So the response that I'm getting from that one person is matching the vibration that I'm sending about them. Because law of attraction is eavesdropping, and it's hearing me saying, oh, that person drives me crazy. They do this and they do that and they do this and they do that. Law of attraction with its hands on its hips, well, doesn't have hips or hands, is saying, oh, so Michael Loge is complaining about this person is driving him crazy. Guess what my job is to match the vibration. So then you attract more crazy. And you say, why is that happening to me? And then you say, the response that you're getting from anybody is matching the vibration that you're sending about them. So if you're sitting at home and you're wondering why your spouse is responding that way, or why your children are responding that way, or why people at work or your customers or clients, why they're responding that way, it's matching the vibration that you're sending about them. I'd like to hear people's comments about that. And we're going to talk a little bit more We're going to acknowledge a few more people that joined us, but what is your feedback about that? Does it sting? Does it make sense for you? Can you own that? Can you own that?
And I have a good story around that, Michael.
Okay, well, you don't have to like it, but you have to own it. You see, accountability means, well, John, this is for you. Question that he does, I'm not sure if I've asked him before. So John is on, hashtag John is on the spot. John, the word accountability has two words buried within it. What's one of them?
Accountable and ability.
That's right. So accountability means my ability to account for why I'm attracting what I'm attracting. So I can take accountability. If somebody's driving me crazy or ticking me off or being rude, I can say, ooh, I don't like that. I wonder why that's happening. Well, let's go to accountability. I have the ability to account for why it's happening. Why? Because that's the vibration I'm sending about them. Sting, sting, sting. Okay, my friend Gregory Miller, he's saying good morning to the three of us. Looking forward to another amazing episode of Hangout with Michael. Kelly Carson's from the Sunshine Coast in beautiful British Columbia. We're saying hello to her. John, is there anybody that we haven't said hello to yet?
Charity West, howdy from the Mitten.
Hey, Charity West, good morning. We helped Charity West on our show a while back, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Leslie Marshall saying she read The Secret, which I love, but I learned more about how it works from listening to Emlo. That's Michael Loche. Emlo. She didn't call me that. My friends call me Emlo. Instead of J-Lo, I'm Emlo.
Oh.
Nice. Jennifer Heiser, greetings from St. Paul, Minnesota. Great to see the power panel together again. Let's see who else. There's a question from Kevin.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to take that right now, and then you can scan ahead for some more stuff. So our friend Kevin Hoon, he is a business coach out of Toronto. Him and his wife and his daughter were traveling through British Columbia, and we went for lunch. It was a great meeting. So here's Kevin's question. It's for all our business friends. Michael, can we talk business? Goal setting is the base of my question. I struggle from time to time with goals relating to attracting clients. I set a goal like, I'd like X amount of sales in 30 days. Then, when the timeline comes up and goes, it does not manifest. Help. What a classic question. Classic. So, paraphrase, Kevin saying he makes goals. We're all told to set goals. You know, you want to have 10 clients in 30 days. Now, goal setting is important because it sets the energy in motion and it helps you decide what you want and then stop. Because when we goal set, now, just what Kevin said, he said he wants, we'll just say 5 sales in 30 days. So what is he, Dana, you can help me with this. As the 30 days are coming to an end, he's keeping score. What is he keeping score about?
That he's not getting what he wants. So he's in
That's
a
right.
negative vibe. And what's he going to attract?
That's right. And we're also told that, well, not told, but we don't get excited till we reach our goal. It's like, I wanted 5 clients, I only got 4. Really? And you're not excited about that? So with traditional goal setting, we don't get excited until we reach the goal. And when you don't reach the goal, we're keeping score that we're not going there yet. So in your observation that you haven't reached your goal, you're giving attention to not reaching goal. It sends the vibration of not reaching goal. And guess what? Guess what's in the house? Responding to that. It's called law of attraction. And it can be big and ugly sometimes because it's matching. So in the law of attraction world, we don't really set goals that way. Goals are good because they help you set the energy. But then, so Kevin, let's just say for all of our business friends, you want 5 new clients. I wouldn't really put a date on it. Because law of attraction might say, dude, I was going to give you 10, but now you're saying you only want 5. So don't put a date on it. Don't put a time on it. But here's what you do. You identify what your goal is. You say, I'd like 5 new ideal clients. Now, ideally, you'll have identified your ideal client. And then when you get your very first client, Dana, why is it so important? Just the very first one got us started. Why is that important? Even though it's only 1 out of 5.
Absolutely, because this is where we have to celebrate the closeness of the match. Yay, you got one. That means law of attraction is responding.
That's right. Now, you might slip and say, but I want it 5. You say, be careful what you give attention to. Here's what I like about this one. Bob just hired me. Here's what I like about Bob. He asked good questions. He paid on time. He sent me a thank you note. He talked about me on social media. He does his homework. He's getting great results. And as I'm keeping score about what I like about Tom, now I'm putting in my vibrational bubble an ideal client. And law of attraction doesn't know whether I'm pretending, remembering, creating, observing, wishing, wanting, daydreaming, or pretending, or remembering something positive. It's responding. You will get more law of attraction mileage out of celebrating the one ideal client than focusing on the four. Because if you start to say, well, I really want it four, how come I'm not getting clients? Just that little shift in thought changes the vibration. And law of attraction isn't a scorekeeper. It doesn't remember that you attracted Bob yesterday that was ideal. It's responding to, the expression, the point of power is in the present. It is responding to the point of your attention right now. So spend more time in acknowledging how close you're getting. Acknowledging all, you can even play the game called, here's what I like about. Here's what I like about Bob. And remember, law of attraction doesn't know why or how you're sending it. It's just responding to what you're sending. Kevin Hoon, my hunch is you got a nugget out of that. Let us know what you thought. John, who else is saying what?
I think this is in response to your statement. Charity West says, ouch, that means I'm attracting that.
Sorry, Charity. I think Charity's going to join us on an upcoming panel where John and I have a special panel on an upcoming bro show, and we're asking people that we've helped to join us live. It'll be your first one.
Yeah. Rachel Hartig Goraki says, good morning from Nebraska.
Yes. We have a new watcher today from Germany, Alexander Van Satten. He said, finally, had to watch the start in my car. He had sent me a message on Instagram yesterday. I think it said, bro, I love your book. And I said, you love my book, you're going to love my show. So we did a little time converter and found out, I think it was 5 o'clock at his time or something. So thank you for the invitation yesterday, Michael. All the best from Germany. So if you're still watching, Alexander, tell me what you think about the message from today. Yeah, we gave Charity West a little ouch. Good stuff.
Kelly has a great comment.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Kelly Carson says, I noticed that when I let go of my negative feelings about someone, our conversation ends up positive.
Yeah.
That's right. I want to talk to that a little bit. You see, our natural state is to be positive. That's our natural state. Our natural state is loving, kind, generous, and being positive. So like an onion, there's different layers of negativity. And as you peel back that negative experience and you're not giving it attention anymore, and as you peel back this friend that caused you to be ticked off all the time, and as you peel back this thing that makes you, as you peel back the layers of the onion, in the very core of it, now it starts to surface. So you don't have to become more positive. You just have to become more negative. Matter of fact, the best way and the easy way to become more positive is to become less negative. So that's what we teach you. We teach you to, oh, you don't like that in your life, peel it back, get rid of it. Oh, that friend's driving you crazy, end that relationship. Oh, you don't like that. And as you peel back the negativity, then your positivity surfaces. So I don't teach people how to become more positive. I teach people how to become less negative. And the removal of the negative vibration helps the positivity surface. Adana, you had an event that you did on the weekend. I want you to tell us about your event, and you had a question about the stinging subject. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So I was invited to speak to a one-day women's event, about 150 women, and it's called the WOW event. It's a fairly local event here, and I'm called the how-to gal for the law of attraction because, I'm Michael trained, and one of my sacred gifts is teaching, so I want to teach people. When I stand up there, I tell them I'm not a motivational speaker, I'm a motivational trainer. And then I go into, the key points for that. I think it was about a 45-minute presentation. But something that works perfectly with today, Michael, the response you are getting from others is matching the vibe you are sending about them. So when I was 35, this is how I started out my talk for these women. I was in a terrible relationship, anything in life that could go wrong. I was broke, I was divorced, I was working 3 jobs and I was still broke and I was tired and things I tried to do just didn't work, hanging around with the wrong people. And I really didn't like the guy that I was with. And so it was one of those aha moments I will always remember, where I finally got it, that I didn't want to be, I didn't really understand law of attraction. And you and I were talking about it. I knew what I didn't want anymore.
Yeah.
So it was that whole contrast thing, like, and really it was nothing about him. It was really about my reaction to him and my feelings towards him, which kept getting worse and worse and worse until it just hit the enough, right?
Yeah.
And end of that relationship. And on I went from Asheville, North Carolina to Sarnia, Ontario in one day by myself.
You had enough. That's enough of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're going to encourage everyone to make those shifts. Is it a job you're having? Is it a relationship? Is it something about your life that you don't like? Remember, the only way to become more positive is peel back the layers of things that are causing you to keep your vibration lower. And a lower vibration, if you think of a dial, the lower your vibration, the lower you are on the dial. And when you're residing on the low dial, between 1 and 100, for example, if you're hanging out in the 20s, the law says you can only attract 20s.
Yeah.
So if you're curious and you want to know what the vibration is that you're sending, take a look around you and see what you're getting. It's a perfect match. If you're attracting 20s, hashtag so sorry, then you're a 20.
Yeah. So it's so true, Michael.
Yeah.
And once you get it, you really get it.
Yeah. So all the women at the WOW event, did you get them all to respond back to you and shout out answers?
Yeah,
and all that stuff?
Yeah, that's how I teach. I'm Michael Lozier trained, hands up, hands over here, and lots of response. And then I just like to, very good at I'll start a sentence and they'll finish it, that sort of thing, right? So if you don't like what you're getting, we have to change. And then they all say the words, the vibes, and they go back to it. So I love doing that. And I always give a handout as well. I just do a 1-pager, and, not everybody's going to take notes because we're talking to 4 different communication styles and learners, right? Yeah. So I just make sure that all those 4 styles are met. And I got lots and lots of compliments, and was, nice stuff. I had fun. It was fun.
Yeah. About 4 weeks ago, I did a presentation at Victoria at a networking event. So it was called Inspired Victoria. Mm-hmm. Shout out to everybody that was there. And since then, I've booked 3 keynote presentations: the Victoria Real Estate Expo, the Social Media Camp in Victoria, and the Victoria Entrepreneurial Expo. And the people saw me and said, what would it take to have you come speak at the event? And I'm still getting emails and comments from 4 weeks ago, people at that presentation that remembered everything I said. Oh, I still have my reset button. And every time I hear myself use the word, like, what other trainer, other than trainers, can get a message 4 weeks later, and not just one nugget. I wasn't given one nugget. I give a bag of nuggets.
Yeah.
And speaking of bag nuggets.
Of bags, I gave out my reset vibe button. There's one. I have a ask, believe, receive button. And then a new one I just made, which is clarity, focus, and action. And
CFA.
Yeah, exactly. And just from being on your show and people getting to know me, I've been invited to Oceanside Women's Business Network in Parksville in November. Yes. So shout out to Barb Ashcroft and Cornelia have invited me to come and talk, which I'm really looking forward to doing that. And I'll be bringing some buttons.
Yeah, that's a lovely part of the world. Again, shout out. It's very likely I'm going to be doing a live in-person 2-day certified law of attraction facilitator program in 2018, possibly in Palm Springs or Las Vegas. If you're interested and you want to be put on a special list to be notified about that, let me know. John, we're going to come back to you. I'm just seeing my friend Rajesh is saying, hello, Michael, sir. Honestly, I like being called sir, so thank you. Hey, boss, good morning and welcome.
Yes, I have a question from Sophie Drew.
Hey, Sophie.
Yeah, she says, I'm grieving the loss of my mom. Isn't that giving me a negative vibration, but I need to grieve? Confused. Sorry to hear that, Sophie. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Sophie. So it is. I don't know if it's important to grieve. I'm not going to judge that, whether it's important to grieve or not.
The key here is it's okay to grieve, and it's okay to have a negative experience, and it's okay to get ticked off, and it's okay to get angry.
Yeah.
As long as you do it, how long, Dana?
Just do it briefly.
Yeah, and briefly might mean 7 weeks or
Yeah.
7 days or 7 hours or 7 minutes. So we're not here to tell you how long you should be grieving, but as you're grieving, law of attraction, unfortunately, isn't judgmental about why you're sending the vibration. So now it'll start to unfold and orchestrate to match the grieving. It won't cause any people in your life to pass away, but it'll match that grieving thing. Maybe you'll lose things, or maybe people will cancel, like you might have duplication. Law of attraction doesn't duplicate the event, it duplicates the experience and the experience of grieving. So when you're ready, you could honor your mom in special ways with an altar or however you want to do that. And we can help you remove the grief through emotion code. And it doesn't mean that you have to grieve forever. And it doesn't mean that you don't miss her or don't love her. It just means you can heal the grieving part and then get on in a more positive way with your memories about your mom. So that would be the emotion code solution to grieving. Again, I'm not saying not to grieve, but you're aware that the longer you grieve, the longer you're sending the vibration. And law of attraction isn't very apologetic. Go ahead, Dana.
Yeah, I lost my mother a few years ago, and definitely went through a grieving process. It kind of comes and goes. It did in my life, but I just focused on the positive things. What was so great about Mom? What did I enjoy? Talked to my sisters about some great times we had. We started looking at pictures, and what happened is it's almost like the positivity started to rise and the good feelings. Oh yeah, remember when we did that? And then we'd get really silly and say really stupid stuff, when we got together. And then all of a sudden it wasn't so painful. And it's like, yeah, of course, I think most women certainly would grieve the loss of their mother, but it can come and go in stages. But just keep looking for that. What was that positive thing, that positive vibe that went on? What did you love about her, right?
I know when my dad passed away, that we were in the receiving line. I don't know if that's traditional in all countries, but everyone's lined up coming in and everyone's kind of sad. But you could hear everybody laughing inside the other room, right? And everything, what's going on? So my sister and I, we created that. And we had big bulletin boards, and we were asking people to bring pictures, because my dad used to play Santa Claus. So we said, bring pictures of my dad in Santa. So everyone's in the lineup sad, and they heard everyone cackling and laughing in the other room. But we created that, right?
Yeah, lifts your spirits. Yeah.
Yes. Daniel Beatty from Southern Ontario is saying, life is good, only positive vibes here. Thank you, Daniel. We love that. Raj Nani is, she's saying hello to all three of us. She's making some great comments here. She's having fun as well. John, did I just take your thunder with those two?
No, not at all.
Okay.
So keep going. You're on a roll.
Okay. Good stuff. I'm just scanning here. I think we said hello to our friend Nathan. Good. I think that might be it today for everybody. Dana, we have a show next week. Can you tell us what's cooking for next week, please?
I can indeed, Michael. And maybe we could give a shout out to Alam Shahobo, because he is a dad.
Yes, he's
so
been
congratulations.
He's been my techie guy for a number of years. He's from Bangladesh, and he uploads all my shows after and does a lot of things for me. So a very proud dad he is.
Congratulations, baby girl. So next week, episode 215. It's going to be called Everyday NLP, which is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It's going to be specifically on future pacing and presuppositions that you can use with your clients and children. So if you don't have a clue what that means, then you definitely better hang out with us. Episode 250. Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny when Delilah, she makes all the graphics. So she wrote back, what's a presupposition? And I said, well, you have to wait till next week's show, but she wasn't satisfied with that. So I told her, and she said, you use those all the time. I said, oh, yes, I do use those all the time. So if you're in sales and business, or single or not single, or have kids or don't have kids, or have a husband or a wife, you want to know what we're talking about next week. So
Very
John,
powerful.
we have a good show for people tomorrow, and we're actually looking for a participant tomorrow. And it's a sensitive subject, so we're hoping somebody will tell somebody to join us. can you tell people what we're doing tomorrow, please?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great topic. So tomorrow is at right back here on Michael's Facebook page. It's the Emotion Code Bro Show. And it is an absolute blast. And it is at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. And we do the emotion code. And we're looking for someone with PTSD. And it just lines up nicely with a Veterans Day or Remembrance Day. And so, yeah, we're looking for someone serving or has served with PTSD, and looking to help them with emotion code to, take the edge off and help them with their day-to-day life.
Yeah. Last week I was watching a show about the Vegas, I hate to use all the words, but we all know what happened in Vegas. And a lot of people that witnessed that are having really challenging lives, sleeping, and they're scared of everything. So that would also be considered PTSD. So if you're watching live tomorrow, just let us know in the chat. You don't need to come on the air like Diana and John are today. Just let us know, and John and I would love to serve you and give you an emotion code session. We're live tomorrow at 9.
And people that have been sexually assaulted, Michael, suffer from that syndrome as well. Carries on into their life.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, hopefully we can work with someone tomorrow. I'm sure we will, or 2 people.
Yeah, we like to do that. Okay, good stuff. Okay, we're going to continue to monitor the chat today. So if you have any questions that we didn't answer today, Dana, we can see your address below, but let people know how they can get a hold of you, please, and then we'll hear from John. Go ahead, please.
Thanks, Michael. You can reach me at empoweredwomeninbusiness.com. And if since Christmas is coming up for a lot of people, if you don't have one of these, my Law of Attraction Gratitude Journal, I sold a lot of these at my talk, and they're going to make great Christmas gifts. So that was all inspired, of course, starting with Michael Lozier's certification training.
Thank you. Well, it's a great way to document your process and your goals. And Kevin Hune, are you watching? Hashtag Kevin Hune, are you watching?
Yeah, that's a good one, because it's not about goals, it's intention and a lot of gratitude and just focusing on what you want to manifest as well.
It helps people focus on what they're getting as opposed to what they're not getting.
Yeah, so they have the evidence. Wow, I'm powerful. Look at what I attracted last week. Yeah.
Okay, John, let people know how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, so I'm at aliveandpeer.com. It's just written right below me here and behind me. And I offer one-on-one emotion code and body code sessions to help people with a lot of different topics. Food cravings, aches and pains, money blocks, teeth grinding, kids, claustrophobia, procrastination. Yeah, you can find me online, aliveandpeer.com.
Yeah. Last week we did a show on teeth grinding, and we had we each worked on somebody with teeth grinding, and we heard back from both of them. So we'll update you tomorrow about the hashtag I don't grind no more, teeth grinders. Thanks to all of our hashtag friends, everybody commenting today, saying hello. We do this show because you make it fun. So let's say goodbye and thank everybody for chilling out with us today.
Bye, everybody. Thanks so much.
Bye, everyone.
See you later.